Hello, beautiful people. Hello, how are you today? I hope you're all doing well. I'm just waiting for Pat to join me. I'm just gonna change the color of something here. I hope you're all doing well. There is so much to talk about today, guys. Um, yes, mind blowing. Everything that there is to talk about. So I hope you're doing well. And Oh, yeah, I can see that you guys have made it early today. Let me check something here. Did I send Pat there? Oh, here we go. Pat here is here. Hello, Pat. Hello. How are you, Pat? How are you, sweetie?
I'm good. How are you
How are you
doing?
doing? Good. There's so much to talk about, huh?
Oh, I know. Gosh. Let me just.
Yeah.
I'm.
Just make
I'm.
this
I'm.
live
I'm.
on your stream as well. Make it live on your stream.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
gonna
Yes.
send you the thumbnail so you can have it for the live too, Pat.
Oh, okay.
That way we can have it like that. I'll send it to you so you have it because I thought it would be cool to have it like that. But it's so much to talk about, guys. Well, we want to thank you for joining us today, as usual. Um, um, we had to postpone the live. Pat was at an event, and oh my God, Pat, I almost freaked out. I got the worst. My son calls me, and he was assaulted at the place where he lives.
Oh no, he was assaulted.
Yeah, there's this crazy guy. There's this crazy guy that I don't know why they keep releasing him. He's
Mm-hmm.
an international student, right? From some sort of I don't know where he's from,
Mm-hmm.
but he apparently assaulted a girl. He has been tried, and he's supposed to be on bail or something like that. I don't even know why they released him to the place where he is. And today he tried to attack my son. He tried to break down his door. The
Oh
police
my
called in.
gosh.
And it's not even it's a really nice neighborhood, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
There in front of in Toronto. Hello, Trish Sprague. Thank you all for joining us. So as you can imagine, he's okay. He's just shaken because kind of brings back memories. I'm sorry, my face is red because it's the lupus. This is what happens when I get stressed out. If I put
Yeah.
white powder over it, it'll look even redder. So I just give up on that. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this guy, the police came, and the police are like, my son is like, well, you can't allow this guy because he's got an eviction notice. He's supposed to be evicted on the first officially, but it's taken almost a year to get rid of that guy, Pat.
Mm.
That's attacked everybody and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, but my son, he doesn't like to ruffle feathers, and he's not like me. Henrik is completely the opposite of me. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I said, "You have rights. The landlord has to do this." So this is why I've been looking for an apartment. Hopefully, I'll be moving to Canada this year. But he's really, really shaken. The police shows up, and then they said, "Oh well, most likely we'll release him tomorrow." It's like you can sorry, you can't release him tomorrow.
Mm.
This guy he should stay in jail. And
Yeah.
according to the law, because then I immediately contacted a lawyer. He says that he shouldn't be released because he's had too many issues, and clearly now the violence has escalated. So
Mm. Wow, that's
I don't-
terrible.
yeah. I mean, so I'm in contact with another realtor for him because I want him to get his own place.
Mm.
I've been
Yeah.
trying for a couple of years to get him his own place, but because he's too young and I'm not living in Canada, I cannot serve as as a cosigner, you know.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you need to be living there, even though I'm Canadian and I have my social security and everything, but I have to be residing in Ontario and provide proof of residence in Ontario.
Mm. Okay. Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
So,
right, Munchie. I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, Rip Virginia. Okay, Pat. I'll tell you something really funny. I didn't have internet yesterday all afternoon because some idiot with a machete literally cut up the wire, the fire optic wire, because somewhere. So I was without internet the entire afternoon. So I
oh my
found out.
goodness.
Yeah, Pat. I found out I got internet back when you phoned me because I didn't have
Mhm.
access to anything. Right? I'm gonna put some chapstick on. Um, so, um, and the bad thing is, like, did you see? Is this story true? Which is Virginia Roberts dead?
Yeah.
And and you know what's gonna freak you out even more, Pat?
Hmm.
I this is gonna freak you out even more. Let me see. Let me see if this is the one. Just let me see if I can find you the article that I have pulled out. I have pulled out this article because she posted this when she was going through.
Uh-huh. Wow. So let me tell you what that says to me.
What?
That says to me that she knew people were trying to bring harm to her.
Yes.
She knew harm was going to come her way.
Eventually.
There was things that she wasn't telling people, and she wanted people to know. When was this posted? When did this come out? What's the date?
This was
2019.
this is 2019, which 11 December, almost 2020, when she was
Okay.
going through the thick of
Of
everything,
of
the
everything.
bullying and everything.
Right, right. So a lot of things were happening during that time, and she knew they were going to try to say it was suicide because she was, I think, extremely concerned and scared. It reminds me of when the Jussie Smollett thing happened and he in
Yeah,
court said, "I'm not suicidal.
but he
I'm
was
not
being an
suicidal."
idiot. He was being an idiot. We know he's being
Yeah, yeah, he was saying it, but I think people say that because they know their lives are in danger.
Yeah, because probably he pulled that stunt at somebody's request during a very politically charged
Yeah,
environment.
something, yeah. So we need to go through, I think. And then when did that documentary come out for, oh, my friend Michelle is here. Yay.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you for the super sticker. Royalty don't like whistleblowers, she says. Yes. And I think that is what's happening here. And I think unfortunately, I think there's a lot behind this that will make us question everything.
Yes, absolutely. Remember when we saw that picture she posted, and it was very deliberate how they posted that picture,
Yes.
standing up almost in bed when she
Yes.
wasn't there because she was actually lying down. Remember
Yes.
that, Pat?
Yes, yes, yes. And someone, yes, said something about it being around the trial, like she was on trial on June 10th.
Yeah, no,
Around
no, no.
that
She was
time.
supposed to be on April 9th, and Ron and I did a live, and Ron said, I don't think she's going to make it. There's no proof of life. We believe that that photo was that of a deceased person.
Yeah. We
Um,
should pull that picture up, and I think we should look at why we think she was already deceased in that
yeah, I'm
photo.
trying to. Did I think I sent it to you, right, Pat? Did I
Yes,
send
I have it. I have it. Let me
Okay,
pull
can
it
you
up.
share it, sweetie? Because that
Yes.
way I can put it and I can share it.
Yes, I can do that. I can definitely do that. And I think also the other photo of, her in the vehicle, I think looking
That's
at
not
the
her.
front. Okay, I was gonna say, we need to look at that, but there were some things that made it look like her, I wanted to point out as well,
Yeah, no, but
okay?
I think that the reason why they kept using the same earrings is because they wanted to give it continuity to the
Okay,
narrative.
but there's something else that I wanted you to look at that
Okay,
would
okay,
make it
okay.
seem, I'm telling you
We're
all
gonna
of the
look at them.
photos. We're gonna look at all of them, okay?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
we'll save. Okay, so oops, 1 second here.
Just share it. But it's the one lying down, Pat. Okay,
Present the one lying down. Okay, hold on.
because it's something that we have to do. Helena Nilsson, you're almost on the right path there. You're almost on the right path. I have to talk to Pat about that later on.
So what did she say?
Oh, Helena Nilsson. Where was this? Where were you, Helena Nilsson? Here. Are you
Okay.
reading it, Pat? Don't read it out loud. Just look at the comment.
Oh, I'm not looking at it yet, just yet. I'm finding
Looking for
that.
the pic.
I had to download it first, so I had to let me share my screen here. Hold on, let me see here. A window, this window here. Okay. So, do you see it?
Yeah, but that's standing up. That's not lying down.
What do you mean this picture is?
It's standing up. If you lie it down, if you flip, if you rotate it, there. And let me remove that.
No, this is cuz look at the bed in the back.
It, do you think she's standing up in a bed in the back? That the bed.
I
That's the
think
bed
this
handle. That's a bed handle. She's
yeah,
lying
the, she's
down.
lying down.
That's where she's lying down. Can you
Yeah.
enlarge it?
Can I what?
Can you enlarge it?
Oh yeah. Um, oops. Hold on.
You got it right. Just move it to the face, to the face, to the face pad. It's up on top where you see the little, no, no, the other, if you go to, no, move
What?
to the other side, to the other side. Where you see the little lens, there's like two little lenses.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at it on the screen there and it looks fine.
Okay.
Like
But if you,
that.
yeah, if you can make it large, can you make it even larger and just look at the eyes and the mouth?
Let me see. View.
All you have to do is go to the, there's two, if you keep moving the cursor,
Okay, hold on. Let me go up, up.
there.
Oops. Like that.
Yes.
That woman is not alive in this photo. I'm sorry. She's not.
Yep.
She is
Mm,
already deceased.
exactly. And the reason for that, guys, is because the bruises didn't have time to go purple. And the reason why the bruises go purple, that dark purple, is because you're alive and the blood is flowing, so the vessels keep expanding. Because when you like when you hit a thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that is not makeup either. And if you look, Pat, she has it on her cheek, on her chin, on her top of the head and everything, because I know we're going to look at the pictures where she was supposed to have been discharged 4 days after this.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm-hmm.
no way that this woman is there without one single bruise on her cheek, on her chin, on the upper side of her head.
And it
And
doesn't
she's
make
much
sense.
heavier. And she's much heavier.
Yeah. And the post that she made when this came out said that she only had 4 days to live.
Apparently, a doctor told her that. That's a very specific time frame. I think that they were trying
Yeah.
to set up a time frame from when this was going to happen, but I just think it went viral. I think I don't know, but no, the photos were with not makeup. We proved that with Ron. Ron and I were looking at that, and Ron is an expert on that. This is not makeup.
This is not makeup. No.
No,
And also look at her eyes.
in the mouth.
Then the mouth. Let me just rotate it the other way so we can see it upside up.
No, the other way that you had it, Pat. The other way, the other way.
Like she's up.
Yeah, like yeah. Go
Like
rotate.
this.
No, rotate. No more. No, rotate it the other way.
Oh,
Rotate it. There on that side. Look at like that.
okay. Oops. That is that woman is not alive in this picture. I'm sorry.
Nope.
She's not.
Nope. Nope.
Those eyes are dead. They're
And the
hollow.
mouth too. And the mouth too. When somebody dies, unless you die in your sleep, you always this is why they come and close your eye. And you exhale. And because you
Yeah.
exhale, you have your mouth halfway open. This is why they have to close it. I know because I worked in hospitals when I was studying to be a physical therapist, and we used to have um like I didn't know rigidity. So basically you we would put like something around it,
Mhm.
keep the mouth closed, because if rigidity sits in, I think that's called lividity or rigidity. I don't know how
You
it's
know,
called.
you're talking about rigor mortis?
Yes, if rigor mortis sets in, then you have to break the jaw if you didn't close it.
Mhm. Right.
Okay. So this is why a lot of times we would wrap something just to close the mouth, and you close the eyes, and sometimes we put tape on top of it, just to keep it until the rigor mortis set in.
Wow. So let's talk about, I think, why this happened.
For me, Pat, I don't believe for one second that this woman, if there was, she got millions. People were saying, oh, it's because she was away from her kids. Yeah, but this woman had millions in the bank. She was fighting it. I mean, if she managed to fight Epstein and everybody else, fighting for her sons is something that she would have had been more motivated to do, if you know what I mean.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
She would have been more motivated to do that. And the bus driver said that he didn't see a driver, a passenger, or anything. Nobody saw her leave the hospital. Not even, like a TikToker, or the press. Where was the press looking for that? This is a big story. This
Okay,
woman,
so
she has 4
right.
to live, and there's absolutely no press anywhere.
So this is how I think we should look at what happened when we first saw this, what was said, and why was there even a social media post saying that? Because I think that's when this had happened, when she was deceased.
Yeah.
And what was going on around that time? Is there a timeline of that we can look at that shows, because the case had already been settled?
She had millions in the bank. She had bought
Yeah.
herself a nice farm.
So what was going on since then?
Nothing. And then we just saw Prince Andrew and Fergie suddenly they're making appearances.
Mhm. But this just didn't happen out of the blue like that. For I mean, I think something was there, could something have come up later that was going to incriminate other people, that this woman had to become unalived?
Yeah, I just want to say something to opinion. The reason why you don't swell is because if you're beaten and you end up dying, what happens is you don't swell, but the
'Cause
vessels that have been broken are still there. They just become that kind of color because you're no longer alive, so you don't swell. There's no more blood
there's
flow
no
growing,
blood flowing,
nothing.
right. Yes.
So that anything that was done to you stops at the moment of death. This is why you see no swelling.
So is there gonna be an autopsy on her
There
death?
was, but they decided that it was what you call it, that it was what you call it, that it was self exit. But it's a
So
very,
there's no need to do an autopsy.
they did, and they said that it's self exit, but it was
Oh,
done
they
very
proved it.
quickly.
Okay, so they did do an
No,
autopsy.
it's really weird, Pat, because the way it was reported, it was that they received a report that a woman had been located unresponsive at a residence, and the police showed up, and she was already dead. They don't say who found her at 10 p.m. at night on Friday.
Interesting.
They
But
don't say,
yeah.
the normal thing would be, oh, one of her family members found her.
Well, first of all, she could not have been found at a resident because she's dead in a hospital right here.
I mean, to me, I believe that.
She's not even at a residence. This woman was at a hospital.
Yeah.
So it wasn't on a Friday night. It was on the day
No,
or
Friday, on
before.
Friday. No, no, no. This is this Friday. They're saying that she died yesterday.
Yeah, but we saw this photo what 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that's not the truth.
Yeah. And then the thing is, though, we have this thing also. This is, let me see. I'll show you the article that I know what you're saying. Um, mm, um, it's this pictures that we're talking about, and we're going to talk about this right now.
Oops, hold on. Let me move this.
I'm going to show you the article, and these are the pictures we're going to talk about right now. Well, what's happening these past 2 weeks, Pat, is that we've had hardcore Andrew Loudney and Norman Baker publishing books and going really hard asking for Andrews and the royal family's whereabouts of certain things that they did. Now,
Okay.
they say that this is her. Now, we just saw that woman. This is her. She just got out. Do you see any bruising anywhere?
Nope. Okay, hold on. So hold on. I'm still looking at this photo. I have to go back to my other screen.
Well, don't worry. We'll have it here. I will. It'll be at the bottom. This
Okay.
woman, first of all, is about 15 to 20 pounds heavier than the woman at the hospital. You saw that there were bruising everywhere on this side of the face.
Right, right.
She has a little bit of a double chin. And when you see her in that picture, there's none. This woman is much slimmer.
Okay, can I ask you a question though, Paula? Because I just want to play devil's advocate
Of
just
course.
because it doesn't look like her, but I'm seeing something that does look like the same woman. If you look up on above on her head, her hairline, it goes back slightly around the left side of her skull. And you see that as well on the other photo. It
Yeah.
has her hairline is very similar.
No, I didn't say it's not her. I'm just saying
Okay.
that that picture wasn't taken on the days that they said they did. I think
Okay.
this is an old photo.
Okay. Got you. Okay.
I
Mhm.
always said that's her, but that's not on the date that they said that they took it after the hospital. This is supposed to be 3 days after the hospital,
Okay. Well, we
after
know
her
it's not.
looking like this.
Yeah. But
This
she
woman is much slimmer. Look at her face.
yeah.
Look at all of that. And I mean, there is no way that's the same woman.
No.
Look at her face, Pat, and she's not even wearing makeup or anything, okay?
Right, right, right. Yeah, no. That's it can't be the same time frame that time frame.
It's supposed to be like 3 days after, and that's the only time they spotted her. And it happened to be, what you might call it, a Daily Mail that just happened, and it's the brother who released the pictures. And
Okay.
then the brother released the pictures. This is less than 48 hours after being released from hospital.
Yeah. Hmm.
Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way that she goes
No.
from this to this. None.
No
0.
way.
And take it from a person who has had a lot of bruises.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes 2 weeks to for them to get rid of, and sometimes it takes even longer.
Mhm. Yeah.
There is absolutely 0 way that this woman went from this to this. None.
No way.
In 48 hours? And
Mm-mm.
then you have the brother and then you have the brother who posted something, a picture of her, but he doesn't say when, okay? I'm gonna show you this, mhm, Virginia Roberts' brother posts pictures. Okay, and this is supposed to be, I'm gonna show you the picture that he posted. Um, the last picture he posted with her, okay?
Mhm.
That that you can see her slimmer. Here, I'll show you. It's just so terrible.
It's really I think I mean,
That's
this
it.
is
That's her.
unbelievable. Okay. Wait a minute. That's supposed to be her?
Yep.
That don't oh my god, that doesn't look like her. Does that
That's
look
what,
like her?
yep. That's what the brother said. That's her. It doesn't look like her, but that's what the brother said she did.
But the hairline looks just like her. That hairline
Pat,
is
you can Photoshop the hairline on anybody or on anything. I can Photoshop my nose on a picture with somebody.
could she have
You
had plastic surgery?
I don't know. No, I mean, no, you can Photoshop things, Pat, but this, we don't know when this was posted, when this was taken.
Yeah, well, I mean,
She has no bruises, by the way. None.
I don't know. I just think looking at why that woman is dead is going to say a lot about some very nefarious things. I'm sorry, that's my opinion.
Me too. I completely agree with you, Pat.
I think there is an underbelly of this world that is so nefarious and demonic. I hate to use that word, but it's not good. There are forces in this world that are so evil that you can't even imagine. And this is what happens when you cross paths with certain parts of that world.
You know, Pat, I was
Mhm,
here. I'm gonna show you something. Here,
mhm.
here. I don't know if you can see this.
Barely, barely.
These are the flight logs to the island only. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
the flight that on this other list that I'm gonna show you is now FOIA. That was on my video that was taken down and I can't even download it. The one where I showed the picture of Meghan Markle inside of Jeffrey E's house. And it's his house because the that blue painting of Bill Clinton is there, and she's all laughing and giggling with the painting at the thing at Jeffrey E's house.
Hold on. Let me just repeat what you just said.
Yeah.
You said that there's a picture of Megan
Yes.
inside Jeffrey E's
In
house
New York.
in New York.
Yes. And it was in that video.
And
I
that
can
it
I
was
can
in the video that you did that has been taken down.
not only taken down, I can't even download it. You know how we sometimes our videos they get removed for you can't show them to the public, but you can still load it, download it.
Mhm.
I can
Mhm.
show you right now live. I can't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Where did you get that picture?
Uh, it was from a site, an international site. Um, it was from an international site that
Mhm.
they sell these pictures. Okay, I'm gonna share this guy so you can see it. Okay, I'm just gonna share my thing here.
Okay.
This is the video that I did. It's called Megan and Jeffrey Epstein. How close were they?
Mhm.
Right? You see, it was removed.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah. Mhm.
now, I appealed it and everything. If I click on here, which I will, and then it'll take me to a different window, I should be able to still see the video. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna. Can you see what happened? Okay, no, I have to. This is what happens. I have to get out of the door, and I'll show you what it says, so you guys can see this. Stop screen, and then I'll show you this. Mhm. It's this is what it says. I can't even download it.
So that video
Not even privately, nothing. It's gone.
Okay, so the video's gone. It had that photo in the video that you did.
I have this and the
Can
full
you
list.
can you recreate that video?
Well, I can't because I don't have access to that picture anymore, Pat,
Why not?
because the picture is gone. I went to the same site and I looked for the picture and the picture now it's gone.
But you should have
Can't
downloaded.
find
Didn't you did you not
Yeah, I
download the
downloaded it when I was in Norway, Pat, and I had a different phone. I don't have that, and
Okay.
I
So
don't have it.
okay,
I
I'm
I
just
mean,
trying to understand. I'm
if
just
you look
trying to
at my videos, I
understand.
just want you to people to know, if you look at my videos, I started getting sophisticated in 2022, mid 2022, when I started to maybe learn how to put things like up there. You know what I
Oh, okay. Right, right, right. So, all right. So I was just thinking how you could recreate the content of the video. So that site, that
I
photo is
have the list. I have the list, but the list, for example, and I will show you the list. Remember the
mhm,
list that I sent you? I
mhm.
have the list, but this list, guys, was full, was complete. This was a complete list. Now you see all of this FOIA.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to show you something here. It's page 55. You're going to see AP and PA is Prince Andrew, Virginia Roberts. You can Google here Virginia. You can search for names and stuff like that. Bill Clinton here is like crazy, guys. Okay, but I need to go to page 55, and now that is an FOIA. You see, Fergie. There, did you know that they made a mistake and they left Prince Andrew there, and they named him actually Prince Andrew, and the bodyguards, he went with 10 bodyguards. This is before they took away his police protection. So you guys know in the UK that he was going with 10 bodyguards.
Oh, to the
And I have,
island?
yeah, and I have, I found my notebook here from Norway that I bought, and I have, like I was even writing the dates, like everything. These are from when I was uploading the video. Um, it's it was Fergie. The first time that Fergie went to the island was April 16th, 1998. And
Okay.
then you have PA starts going from 1999 all the way. I mean, he did 47 trips. And then you have Virginia Roberts, one, two,
Who
three,
did 47 trips?
Andrew.
Oh, okay.
And then you have one, two, Virginia. Okay, I'm going to count Virginia. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 trips Virginia did. And then you have Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill was flying quite a lot in 2003 when Mr. Epstein was convicted, let me tell you. But I'm going to
Mhm.
go to page 5 and I'm going to show you the 55. I don't know if you guys can see page 55. I can make it bigger for you guys if you can't see it. Okay, we're going to go to page 55. And then I'll show you where Virginia Roberts and stuff like that is. And the thing is that it's very interesting that they put Virginia Roberts because usually you put the lead passenger and then you add the guest. By law,
Mhm.
you should be putting the guest too. So
Mhm.
I'm assuming that they put her name because they didn't want to name the other people that were flying with her.
Mhm. Mhm.
You see? Because I'm going to show you the Bill Clinton ones. He goes with Chris Tucker. They went to Portugal, Paris, France, London, Spain. I mean, they went everywhere. But there's this
Mhm.
particular trips here to London that are very specific, and this is in there. But now they are FOIA 55, 50, 56, 55 here. Now, you see these strips here, Pat?
Mhm. Okay.
Now, these two here are FOIA, which is Freedom of Information Act. That is Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles.
Okay.
Okay, those are the names there.
What's the
This
date?
is and this was November 26, 2001.
Okay.
Okay, and you can see who they flew with because you have, for example, it's the same flight, 11/26/2001 G115. That's like the license plate of the flight, right?
Mhm.
So they went with Jeffrey, Ghislaine, Sarah Kellen, and then Charles and Camilla.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, and then you have AP is Prince Andrew, by the way. But then they made the mistake of putting Prince Andrew's name in full, and then they put at the bottom 10 bodyguards. I mean, yeah, yeah. He went with 6 passengers. So here, for example, you can see. Let's go to. You're going to see Virginia. Virginia flies quite a lot, but the interesting part is why they put her as a main one because it's usually only when you're trying to hide somebody. Because I don't think that Jeffrey would give Virginia the plane for herself. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I
He's
don't
not
think
going to do
so.
that for Virginia. This is Andy Boy. Um, This is what they always put known? No. How can you not know who it is if he's flown so many times? You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. Wait, let me see. Alberto Pinto is not AP, guys. By the way, so because I at the beginning I thought so, but that's not it. Look at
Mhm.
all of them. And interest. Oh, here we go with Billy. Billy boy. Yeah, we start in 2000. Let me see. His first trip with because I can't believe I found this book at that because I knew I had it somewhere,
Mhm.
when Bill started with him. Um uh, no, it's Virginia Roberts. He started 2009. It's 29 2000. Oh, crap. What did I do? What did I do? No. What did I do? Did I mess it up? Let me get it back, guys. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Let me get it back because I'm this is driving me crazy. By mistake I moved he went everywhere. He went everywhere, guys. And no, that's not. I have the ones also in writing, but you can't really see them very well.
Mhm. Yes, but not very
They're in
clear.
writing, so it's not like like it's not like no, that's the same one. No, I have that one. Is it,
I wonder.
there we go.
um,
I got it. I got it. I got
Okay.
it back. Sorry, guys. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep bringing it up to you now. Sorry about that. Oh no, that's not it. Shit. I will have to get it. Well, Billy Boy started in February 9th, 2002, from Miami to New York. And then March 19th, 2002, New York, London. Let me get this Jeffrey Epstein flight logs. So I have it here. hmm I know I had it here. I also sent it to you, Pat.
Yeah, you want me to find it? I
No, no, no.
mean,
I should be able to find it here because I know I had it. This really, really upsets me because I had it ready for you guys. I mean, I was even. Um,
can I just ask a question? Was she by herself?
I got
Like,
it. I got 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 it. I know I had it. I had it. Okay. Who was, but no, she was always with passengers. And you can say that sometimes they start with five and they end up with four or three. So they were
okay,
dropping people off. Okay. So now
okay,
here we're going to continue with this one for people to see. These are the flight logs, but the ones that I got that I was banned for, that video was, this is page one. No, I need to go to 2002. This is 1995. I need to go to 2002. Okay. 1997. Oh, we can see Fergie actually. We can see Fergie because Fergie was there. Fergie was there. It's on page 20. Fergie's on page 20. So let's go to page 20.
okay,
Let me make it a little bit smaller. It's on page 20.
okay. So let's
Zero-
recap. Someone said this is confusing. We need to talk about what we're looking at because people will need to understand
These
what's
are the
happening.
flight logs from Jeffrey.
Okay, these are the flight logs that shows the people that went to the island.
No, no, anywhere with him from that
Okay,
period because you can see where they're going from. This is departing and arriving.
okay,
Flight number, the amount of passengers, the date. This is the ID, the year, the aircraft model, which is basically the license, and the aircraft tail, which is the license plate.
okay,
Okay. Yeah. So we're
okay.
going
So
to look
anywhere,
at,
so would they have had to have been flying with Jeffrey
well, in most cases, they were
or
because
using his plane?
no, 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 no.
Oh,
No, but he would prefer it if they were high, because, for example, you would see some that Jeff is not there.
oh,
Okay.
his who?
That Epstein would not be there.
He would
Zero
not
four.
be there.
No, so he would lend it to people, 0416. Here we go.
Okay,
0416. Here
okay,
we go. Here we go.
okay.
Sarah.
So can you just tell us what you're highlighting? Because I can't hardly see it. Sorry.
Can you see it better here?
Okay, Sarah Ferguson. Okay, so let's just recap it. So this is a flight log with Sarah Ferguson riding on a private jet.
By Jeffrey's jet.
Jeffrey,
And she was going from West Palm Beach to Nassau, the Bahamas.
where was his island?
I don't know, the Bahamas, I think. But he had different places.
Okay, so I don't think. I mean, I know okay, look, we know they've had a relationship. They know because he paid off some of her debt, right? Jeffrey paid off some of Sarah's debt. I mean, it is interesting that they were flying his private jet, but it doesn't implicate anything, right? Like they just had a real it just shows they had a relationship that he, let them use his plane or flew with them to different places. I think
5, 12, 2000. We're gonna get to Prince Andrew here where they oh fucking hell. We're gonna get to page sorry guys. It's just that we're gonna get to 12,000. I'm gonna get to May 12th, 2000. I need to get to May 12th, 2000. I'm gonna show you here. They forgot and they put his whole thing.
they
And I
put his
think that Jeffrey did it on purpose, just so he would have stuff to blackmail them. Because most of the time he was referred to as AP.
so wouldn't we have to see okay, so because I'm just trying to see how this relates to the relationship. So
Well,
what
for example, you have Virginia many, many, many times. You have Virginia started in 2012. Let's see. Virginia, the first flight that Virginia is here is 12/11/2000. We're going to go to that one. 12/11/2000. That's when Virginia is her first flight.
okay, so let me just Epstein's private island. I think, but we know they have a relation. We know that they know him,
She went
right?
to
They
Santa
knew
Fe
him.
at the same time that Andrew was going to Santa Fe.
Okay, so they say that his island was located on Little St. James, a small private island, um, Virgin Islands, southeast of St. Thomas.
512. I passed it. I passed Prince.
So what airport? I think that would be
That's
more.
near the Bahamas spot. It's a whole area.
So would
Five.
that be the airport would be going to the Bahamas?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, here. Wait, wait. I'm just getting there
Because
because you're
there's
gonna
lots
see.
of
Here we go.
islands.
Five
Oh,
twelve 2000. Here, here. Prince Andrew. You see, and bodyguard. Oh no, sorry. 6 bodyguards. Sorry, not 10. Is I got it wrong. It was Bill Clinton who had 10, but Prince Andrew is 5 passengers and 6 bodyguards.
okay.
Okay,
All right.
and that is from Teterboro to West Palm Beach.
What I'm
Then
just
and then what it happens is that they put his name by mistake there, because and he was using his flight a lot. He was at the same time with Bill Clinton in Hong Kong in 2002.
Jeffrey what? I mean, Andrew?
Clinton,
Who?
yeah, Andrew, and yeah, and we're gonna go to 12/11/2000. That's when Virginia first appeared, 12/11/2000, which is really weird that they would put a nobody as the main, because usually it's the it's the VIP that gets put in, unless you want to hide something, you know, because she goes with passengers, but they don't give the names of the passengers. So it's 12/11, and you're gonna see 12/11/2000, 12. This is 12/1. Oh no, we're far away. 12/11/2000. And don't worry, AP shows everywhere, guys. As you can see, look, AP is everywhere. And he always goes with Jeff and stuff like that. 12/11/2000. So we need to go to oh no, we passed it. 12/11 two
But
thousand.
I'm just trying to see what are you saying,
I'm trying
Paula?
to say that this woman had information a lot on the Clintons because she was still flying with the Clintons, with Bill Clinton in 2003. Bill Clinton was very actively flying to Morocco. They went to Morocco, to Tangier, to Spain. She went with him a lot, but she was very scared of him. She didn't
Okay.
want to implicate him.
But was there something that was going to implicate him at some point when she was still alive? Was there something she was still doing to try to like what is
Well,
the
well, the
threat
thing,
that we're
the
looking at
thing is,
that's making this death of her so
okay,
suspicious?
okay. The first thing it is that she had a civil lawsuit years ago, which she had settled
Okay.
prior to her denouncing. She had settled the lawsuit. She went civil lawsuit. They gave her a bunch of money, and she kept her mouth shut.
Mhm.
But then for some reason, they decided when Jeffrey Epstein was arrested, and this is my firm belief, that they needed a scapegoat, and they scapegoated Andrew.
Okay. So you
They
think
scapegoated Andrew because the witness in New York police didn't call her as a witness, and the witness in New York that she was calling, she was one of Jeffrey, that she was recruited by Virginia, said that Virginia sent her a text message, all excited, saying that you are not going to believe who I just met, and that was Prince Andrew, and that she said she got to sleep with him, and that he was, she was all excited about it. So there
okay.
was, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, have no idea what just happened to me. She was bragging about it to everybody, in other words. And that's the
Mhm.
testimony of the victim that was suing. Also, by the way, Virginia was also being sued by a couple of the victims because she was a recruiter and she was over a certain age.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happened is, and then she comes back. What if she was running out of money and then she decides to throw another lawsuit?
So you think she could have sued Clinton?
Why not?
Mhm.
Why not?
So
And
maybe yeah,
she
maybe
does
so
have a
okay, so I'm trying to figure out cuz in the public view, we didn't know anything about what she was doing. We just last we had heard of her, she had gotten all this money.
no, no, no.
Jeffrey E ends up killing himself and then she's living her life. Was there something that she was doing? Was she looking to maybe yeah,
I think she
trying to
was running out of money. I think she was running out of money. And this is one of the things that I remember. I don't know if you guys on this side chat remember that. People were asking, why are you only suing Andrew if you had been trafficked to so many people? Why only him?
okay, why only him?
Remember?
Yeah, so why did she only sue him?
Because I believe he was the scapegoat. I know he's an idiot and entitled and arrogant, and but I don't even think the queen gave him the money to pay the lawsuit. I think people who all pitched in. I read that's just my things, but I think that because she had done it once already when she said she wasn't going to sue them, because the lawsuit way back then was for her to shut up, gave her a lot of money,
Right.
go away, and never sue again.
And
And
then
then
she
she comes
did.
back later here and she does it again.
You're right.
And now
Okay.
she's in trouble. She's running out of money. She bought a bunch of mansions. She's in the because she could have kept naming people, Pat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for her, she named Alan Dershowitz, and Alan Dershowitz took her on, and he proved her wrong.
Yeah. She I think had a very cloudy memory, I think. Cuz I mean, imagine if you're doing this against your will, aren't you taking a lot of
You
drugs?
should have seen I don't know if she was doing drugs, but I can tell you the flight log. She would be from Spain to Portugal, Portugal, Morocco, Morocco, France, France, London, London, back to Teterboro, Teterboro, West Palm Beach, West Palm Beach. I mean, she would be doing flights sometimes. She did a 1 day flight basically to the island and came back.
Okay. So, I just okay, so the flight log, okay, is interesting. I just want to try to understand.
I think she was getting ready to sue somebody else
Okay.
because she had already a precedent, and a lot of people criticized her. If you were trafficked to so many people, why only sue the one?
Mhm. Yeah. That is
And then she
true.
was very quick to say, in spite of the fact that there are pictures with Clinton having girls massaging him, young girls going there, because in the flight logs, you see that there are girls in the flight logs, but they're not mentioned. It only says female passengers. You have Chris Tucker, you have Kevin Spacey, you have Will Smith, you have all kinds of people. They're all named. When they went
Mhm.
with Bill Clinton to Naomi Campbell is
Mhm.
there. They go to
Yeah.
Ghana, Zimbabwe, South Africa, China, Japan. I mean, they go Nigeria, they go everywhere, Portugal, Paris, London, Spain, with all these people. It was like a big floating party.
Mhm. Well, I thought a lot of this was just under the bridge, like this was all done and over with, but apparently we're thinking maybe something else was getting ready to happen, and that's why this woman is unalived.
Yeah. Well, that's just. Pat, are you frustrated with me?
No.
Oh,
I'm just trying to understand the
no, I mean,
relevance of a
for
lot of
me,
this stuff.
what somebody told me is that she was getting ready to sue somebody else. That's it. Her life was going crap. She had
Okay.
lost a lot of money. She was getting divorced, and she was thinking of naming other people. And it was going to be a never-ending story of suing people, basically.
So they basically just got rid of her to just stop it once and for all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know, but I don't believe she offed herself.
No, I don't either. I don't either. And I think that text message was very just weird that she was going to die in 4 days and that there was no report of anyone getting hurt during a bus accident, the way she said in the social media post that she had gotten hit by a bus or something and that she only had 4 days to live. Remember the post that she did on the social
Yeah,
media?
yeah,
I just think you don't, I mean, like I was saying before, there's just a lot of bad in this world.
yeah.
And a lot of bad that is so deep that you can't possibly go up against it because
Yes, you can. You
it's
can. You can.
you can and people do, but people would be surprised how infiltrated it is throughout our government. And
Oh, absolutely.
you
I'm gonna
know,
show you something. Do you remember, Pat, that I told you that Megan didn't have the children during Easter? Because if she did, she would have shown him.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. What's the first thing? Let's see if the story's still there. Oh, by the way, Amazon is paying for this.
Oh, that big in
Yeah,
Times Square. Okay.
yes. So now you're gonna see something here.
I see a bunch of fishies.
Yeah, yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We're
Okay.
just concentrate, Pat. This is Megan's
Okay.
stories.
Okay.
There's a hot boiling stove, and there's the little hands of a child next to a hot boiling
Oh, is
stove.
this a recent one?
That's her reason one. But she has the hands of a child right next to the boiling stove. You know what I mean?
Ah, okay. Yeah. There
But
she's
what I'm
cooking.
trying to tell you is that if she had been with the kids during Easter, she would have shown them.
Exactly. So now she has the kids back.
She has the kids back, so she shows a little hand right next to a boiling pot.
Right. Yeah. So why didn't she show the kids
Mother,
during Easter?
because she didn't have them. And we're gonna talk about the face. We
Okay.
have to talk about the face, Pat. You know
Okay.
that, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
we're gonna
Yes.
have to talk about the pants
And
bag.
it's so interesting that I did not even see that until you pointed it out. And when you pointed it out, I thought, oh my gosh, you're right. Then it was clear as day.
That yeah, because I mean, and I didn't, and just so you guys know, I did not. I did not Photoshop anything. I literally grabbed what she had, what was posted out there, and just put them together side by side. I just want to make that because, and if you and you can go and check it out yourself, and you will see that that is the case. Okay, that I am not what you might call it adding anything to it. I'm going to show it to you in X here because it's easier for me to show it to you in X and download stuff. I'm going to go to my profile so people can see it,
Mm-hmm.
and you will see. I'm going to put media so you guys can see. I did not do anything to her. This is
Mm-hmm.
her, and I'm going to show you here. Because people are saying, oh, you Photoshop. No, if you go and look at this shot that she posted
Yeah.
on her Netflix, and this is already retouched here, guys,
Yeah.
and you look at this, look how sunken this is. And even the teeth are different. Did you notice that the 2 front teeth are more like bunny?
Really? I didn't notice that.
Oh,
Let me see.
I'll show you, but do you see the wrinkles?
Yeah, you can see it. Now, was this when she was driving in the car in Netflix?
Yes, exactly. I haven't done anything. That
Okay.
picture, I grabbed it exactly from where it is, and I put it against the picture that, I took a screenshot of her videos, of her profile, and
Mm-hmm.
nothing, I just put it one by one. And even if she smiles big, you won't see a wrinkle. Okay? So,
Okay.
and did you see this thing, Pat? Wait. And I wanted to ask you about this because this is really weird. Because you know that she said on stage that Jose Andres was coming.
Yeah, she said that.
Okay, I'm gonna play it, and you can guys can.
contestants. It's very exciting. Martha, you're the gold standard of celebrity lifestyle brands. And now we're seeing Meghan Markle enter your world with her brand as ever, her new Netflix show. How do you feel about her jumping into that? And what advice would you have?
I have not seen the show yet. So has it started? Okay, so I haven't seen it yet. So I'll watch an episode and see how she does.
Absolutely. Yeah, Larry, so we might see you in that show next.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
Okay.
But maybe, I don't know.
Season contestants. It's very exciting.
No,
Now,
but I
do
don't
you
think
think he
so.
was lying?
Well, a couple things. I think he could be just saying that because he doesn't want people to know that he's already shot episode 2, just because maybe he had an NDA. I don't know. But also, I think probably not, only because he didn't seem like it was something that he was definitely all in on, like, secretly, like, oh, I don't know. I mean, he seemed very like taken aback, like, well, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, it was how he responded, and I think yeah. And we saw him with Meghan and Harry at the fire when they were doing at the during the fires, right? But I just think the way he responded and just said to me that he is not going to be doing it.
But I mean, what the hell was going on with the prince? And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, guys, we're gonna show you her face because I
Mhm.
have close-ups of her face. Okay, so you guys can see it. Or I'm actually going to upload the file, which is better to upload it because you guys can see it better because I can make it large there. Because I showed it to Pat, and then Pat can see it's like, oh my God, it is because now with this woman, her face is completely is fillers, which is okay, But what
Mhm.
bothers me is all these sugars saying that she's a natural beauty. That's what bothers me. That's the part that bothers me. That they call her a natural beauty.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, Pat?
Did they call her? I don't. They
They keep
call her a
saying she's a
natural beauty.
natural beauty. And this is
Oh,
why Catherine is so jealous. That's the first thing that the Sussex squad says, that because she's such a natural beauty, we're jealous of her.
I
Okay,
mean, I don't think so.
picture
I
here.
don't think people are jealous of her like that. I mean, she first of all, the clothes she wore at the Times 100, I don't think she wore something that was befitting for her body type. She like those pants like gobbled her up. They were way too big.
You think?
Yeah, it was just like she was swimming in a like yeah, swimming in those pants. They didn't fall on her body in a flattering way. I just don't think she should have worn that outfit. I can imagine her seeing that outfit on a tall model and thinking, "Oh, I like that. That looks cute. I'm gonna buy it or whatever." I mean, I don't know how they do that stuff, but yeah, I'm sorry. She just
Okay,
doesn't have the body for that kind of look.
okay. I'm gonna show you this, and because you guys, I mean, you can tell me, and you'll be able to tell that you will be able to see, guys. Okay, you will be able to see it. Okay. Uh, this is her face here. You see that? Look at the cheeks there.
Yeah,
Not one wrinkle.
yeah.
Not
Uh,
one wrinkle. I'm going to show you a profile of her smiling. Not one wrinkle. Okay, let me show you another picture of her another smiling uh Meghan Markle so you can compare it, and I mean, I am not being mean. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is because in her teeth, look at her teeth, Pat.
mhm.
Look at the two front teeth. And I'm
Okay.
going to show you one with her prior to this during the Netflix show. So she has like that smile like that, right?
Yeah.
Like Julia Roberts. So I'm going to show you a picture. I'm going to show you a picture of her like this. This was taken by Jake Rosenberg, her photographer. This is her. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
You see here, the cheeks are low here. There's a hollow. But in the other one, you see that?
Yeah, so we're saying that she has some cheek implants.
Cheek implants, different teeth. Look at the teeth. They're longer at the front.
Mm, I don't know.
They are. Look at here. Now I'm gonna.
I see the cheeks. The cheeks definitely look rounder, and they definitely look like they're implants. Definitely.
And she has fillers because none of them wrinkles are there anymore.
Right. And the wrinkles are not there. Right.
None of them wrinkles are there
I
anymore.
don't know if I'm seeing the teeth thing, but definitely the cheeks.
Look at her here. She's in full blown smile mode. Look at here.
Yeah.
You see that little lump up there
Uh lump up there where what do you
on
mean
the
up?
cheek?
Oh, well yeah, I see that.
No wrinkles
It
here.
looks more round for
No
sure.
wrinkles on the neck.
Mhm.
None whatsoever. And I'm gonna have to show you guys a little clip because Pat, you will have to talk about this. I mean,
Okay.
this will fall on you, girl, because I just can't talk about it because I posted it and I want you to talk about this. Um, this is there's two clips we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
And when you talk about it, you can let's just listen to this one right now. I'm gonna mute myself so there is no.
Where in my hometown of Los Angeles, a pivotal moment reshaped my notion of what is possible. I had been in school watching a TV show in elementary school, and this commercial came on with the tagline for this dishwashing liquid. And the tagline said, "Women all over America are fighting greasy pots and pans." Two boys from my class said, "Yeah, that's where women belong, in the kitchen." I remember feeling shocked and angry and also just feeling so hurt. It just wasn't right, and something needed to be done.
Wanting to make change for good, and with lots of young people running around the Commonwealth, that's where we're going to spend most of our time, hopefully.
And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that was that's what got date 2 in the
supportive. And I think just naturally, I was doing what I've always loved to do. And people couldn't see that more broadly, but what I'd love to do was always make things in my kitchen, do small flower arrangements, make a lot of jam. And
Where in my home,
Yeah. So basically, Megan is really outing what she initially really did in the beginning, and that was she wanted to make herself appear to be a humanitarian for the sake of nabbing a prince. And this is why she, in the interview, this is what we connected on. Our charity work, the things that, us being these humanitarians. And then, ironically, her real love was always in the kitchen. Her real love was always doing stuff to be this hostess like woman that is doing things around food and cutlery and all of that. That was her true passion. That's what she's always wanted to do.
That's not what she sold herself as.
But that's not what she sold herself as, because she knew she had to appear like a person around humanitarian work to nab Harry. And I know she did this thing with, what was the shoe company that she did? Reitman's, I think.
Rick Majeda, she stole the Aquazura shoes.
So yeah. But then she went and did some work over in Kenya or somewhere with some
Oh,
kids.
Rwanda.
Right. That was the one thing that she did too. But she had planned on a photo shoot there too,
It was a
right?
photo shoot. She was promoting the brands of the clothes. So this is
Yeah.
why she took a photographer. She
Yeah.
demanded a first class trip. She took
Mhm.
a whole crew with makeup, and
Yep.
she would disappear for hours with Gabor Urena, who is bisexual. He's not gay.
Yeah.
But she never sold herself. What, remember? Didn't her Sussex what called Catherine a Stepford wife?
Yep, a Stepford wife. So there's so many contradictions with Megan that you can see she changed with the wind to try to be this woman that Harry would connect to, because she was trying to really connect with him on something that he was passionate about. And that's what she did. But her true love and passion was doing what she did on the TIG, which is nothing different than what the show on Netflix is. It's just not a website version. She's now doing a streaming version of what she did on the TIG website.
But the thing
That
is, I don't even think that's her passion, Pat. I think that her passion is to be on the news.
to be on the news.
Yeah, to be famous, to be on the news constantly. So this is why she's making these things up about, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because she wants to constantly be on the news. But if you look at all, she was a masterclass of failure on that screen, on that stage, because she has failed at everything she's done.
She's failed at everything, and she will
So if you
continue
want
to
to
fail.
succeed, Markle is not the person to follow.
Right. She's definitely not the person to follow, but she wants to make herself do all these things half baked because she's too, I think, not focused on doing something authentically. Everything is artificial, it's superficial, it's not with real love and passion. It's like surgical, and it's just temporary pleasure with this and that. And this is why she's doing all these different businesses, because there's no real passion to really do it well. It's that she wants to try out all these different things because she thinks she can, and she's going to do it using that title, make money, and not really give much thought and love into anything that she's trying to pursue, because she doesn't have it in her to do. I think she's just trying to do any and everything to make money and to be seen and to be famous for nothing. And that's it. That's what she's doing, and it's not going to make her anything with real success. It's going to get people to see what she's doing and to see how badly she does at it, but it's never going to be something that's going to bring true uh, success with a passion that is going to elevate her in any kind of way. I don't see that happening. I just think she
Everyone
doesn't
just
have.
wants to be famous. That's all. She wants to be
She
famous.
just wants to be famous for nothing, for not
You know,
really knowing
yeah, and
anything.
I'm going to show you something, because this is important. I want you to, I mean, this woman keeps repeating the same stupid stories, which we know are lies. Just watch this little clip, Pat. Wait.
Hmm.
Skews as
Yeah. Okay, I can't hear you. Okay.
equally important to me as Archie losing his first tooth this week, which is about to happen, and I just hope we're back home in time for it. Skews as equal.
Yeah. So yet again, here we go. That's what she does. Megan is just, let me just say this. Megan is trying to be very subtle in how she does
Subtle.
certain, well, you know what I mean, not very obvious about how she trolls Catherine. You better leave Catherine alone, Meghan Markle. You better learn from some people. They're trying to be a big mouth, a know it all, and you have all the answers, and you're going to be better than other people. Like, you need to watch yourself, because I don't think you really understand how evil people can be. You don't mess with first of all, Catherine is beloved around the world.
Yeah.
She is not to be messed with. And those little subtle digs are not going to win you any fans. You're going to make enemies. The more you mess with Catherine, the more enemies you're going to make. And she needs to be very careful. Isn't, yeah.
But the thing is, I don't think she understands that, Pat, because she feels untouchable. That's the problem. That this woman, when you allow somebody to go and just keep going and doing and
Mm-hmm.
throwing people on their path.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, did you see what Gwyneth Paltrow said about her just recently?
No, no.
Oh, that she didn't understand this hatred towards Megan, that she wished her success and everything,
She came out and said something else again.
Yeah, because she was asked on a podcast, and she says, no, that she's not going to be pulled in that effing negativity, that, there's space for everybody and good on her about what she's doing, and that, there was
I
never.
mean, well,
Look
it's just like a
at Princess
Hollywood
Diana.
A-lister like her to say that because she doesn't really understand what Megan. I mean, I don't know how you cannot understand what this woman has done to the royal family. I mean, how do you not understand what
Not
she's
only to the
done
royal family, to everybody, Pat.
to
Look,
everybody? Yeah.
that's the Princess of Wales, and that's Meghan on the other side.
Yeah. See, Catherine has a body to wear something like that. Megan just doesn't. And that's not me making a dig at Megan. She just doesn't have that kind of body.
But not only that, Princess Catherine has it tailored because not everything can be loose. Like her body, if you look at shaped, her shirt is neat, her
Yeah.
jacket, because either your pants are loose and your jacket is tight or the shirt. But if you look the top part of Catherine and her bottom is not as exaggerated as Meghan Markle's mopping the
Right.
floor.
It falls so beautifully on Catherine. On Megan, it just falls very sloppy and not very flattering. It just
And
doesn't look good.
and it bothers me that the newspaper said that she looked beautiful.
Well, she did comb her hair that day, didn't she?
No, she
So
had a lot of weaves, and she's still trying to copy Catherine's hairstyle. If you look at it,
yeah, and it was lighter, wasn't it?
yes, yes, I will show you because I did a picture. I did a picture. What you call it? I did a picture. I did a picture side by side on X, and literally, this woman is Harry, Mary, Catherine Stalker. I'm gonna show it to you because
Mm-hmm.
it's unbelievable. Like, see,
Yeah. She's trying a lot to have Catherine's style, it looks like.
the hair, but the problem is she has, and I don't know why, Pat, but while she was in the royal family, I don't know why, but her hair was nice and shiny.
Look
Yeah.
how Harry's walking to say hi.
Oh, look at this. I'm gonna silence it. Look, but look. Harry's walking to say hi to the woman. Megan just jumps out of the car,
Mm-hmm.
and then he puts his hand in the back, trying to pretend
How come he doesn't address the lady at time?
because she already has Megan, and the lady turns. Look, the lady turns around now that she's to Megan, and he just. She's trying to see what he does. Did you see that she extended her arm? Look at the lady in black. She extends her arm towards Harry. But Megan had already called the Paps, and this is what you did a video. I saw that you did the video about that, so just go check it out because the guys are angry. It says, but she gave it up. She gave it up, which means they're saying she told us to come here, basically.
Right. And
Give it
and
up.
that's I think I don't know. I just look at Megan. I don't know what they're going to do in the future, but the only thing she can do is to keep trying to make her products and to do her Netflix show and to try to make money. I don't know how she's going to find true success with what she's doing, because it's not going to be what she wants it to be. And I don't know if they're going to ever speak badly about the royals again. I don't see how they can. I mean, unless they do that Diana documentary. Remember, they were talking about doing some documentary about Diana. But I mean, Megan's going to fall flat. She's continuing to fall flat. And at some point, the only way they're going to get real success again is if they do what they did with the royals when they first came to the States. And I know Harry's not going to ever do that again. So, and I know that that's something that Meghan, I think, will want to continue to do because it elevates her. it elevates her, but I don't know that she will. I just look and see how she's going to keep trying, but it's going to keep falling flat for her. It's never going to be the success she imagines it to be in her head.
Look at I don't know if this is true. It says Kurt. This is Kurt came up to the with a drink in his hand. You know that
Okay.
Harry just hosted legendary.
Oh yeah.
And
Mhm.
Kurt apparently
Aviation.
said, "Unfortunately, living legend Harry has to leave early tonight. Who else will pick the berries for his wife's raspberries?" You can see that. No, but look, John Travolta clearly is disinterested. Keep in mind, Morgan Freeman is there. They're all laughing. Kurt Russell is having a good time. Harry's grabbing his finger really nervously. He was there for 11 minutes.
He only stayed for 11 minutes and he left?
Yep.
Are you serious? Did
Yep.
Megan come with him?
No.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. See, he was only with her for the time 100 because he had to be there.
Yep. Yep, it was the deal because nobody. Okay, guys, who has hired Meghan Markle to give a speech right now? That time 100.
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna put you guys through that. I don't think. Like. And by the way, Harry is a living legend of aviation who can't fly. Harry's not a certified pilot.
Yeah, he sits in the back of the
No, on
Apache.
the front
Oh, it's
of
in the
the
front
Apache
shooting the
Yes, he
gun
can't fly.
thing. He's not the
He can't fly.
flyer.
No, he's
Right.
not the flyer. He has never been certified as a pilot. What he was certified was as commander of Apache helicopter, which is not a pilot.
Mhm. So
But
who's
in a way, people are misled to believe that he's a certified pilot. He has never
exactly.
flown a mission.
So who's going to break the news to John Travolta?
They all know. But they all know. They all know. You know what I mean? They all know. Look,
Well,
Prince Harry was at the awards for exactly 11 minutes. 7:15, 7:26 p.m. leaving.
wow. And that says to me he could care less. He is showing up because what else he going to do? What else he going to do, Harry? I mean, this man is so miserable, so outside of his element. He doesn't even want to be in California
This is
when he
funny.
has to be.
Whoever did this, that one, I followed that one, Pat. You should. That one has the best one. You should follow her. It's
Okay.
great. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's so like ready for takeoff. I mean, she's really. This is the many face of Meghan Markle.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's going to continue just not hitting, landing. It's very bad for Megan right now and Harry. I think this is the lowest of the low for them. Like they're in a space of time that is put them on a path to nowhere. That's their current reality. And
You
you
know,
can't tell me otherwise. I'm sorry. I don't care what you say. That's what it is. That's
you
what it
think
is.
so?
Absolutely.
How long do you give
Absolutely.
it? How long do you give this marriage?
I think they're just trying to save face right now because Harry doesn't want to admit he's failed. I give it it's hard to say because I think they really are Harry mostly is so embarrassed by his choice of Megan that he's going to hold out as long as he can
Or
until
until he finds another girl, which it will be
until he
quick.
gets caught. Exactly. Until he gets caught in an affair and doing doing the dirty deeds.
And I wanted to show you guys something very interesting here because this caught my attention. The office of Prince Harry and Meghan, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They don't have the Duke of Duchess of Sussex.
They took away the.
The. Which it makes me wonder if they name themselves Duke and Duchess of Sussex as their last name because by protocol, for example, you have Sophie, Prince Edward and Sophie, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh.
Did it
Prince
used to
William
say
and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales.
Okay, just because I don't know if I even noticed it, but at one point, did it say
Yes.
D? It
Yes,
did.
very much so.
That's very interesting that now that is gone.
Don't
That is
forget that if Megan can put the titles in and as much as she can add on, she will add on.
yeah, that's very interesting.
And you know what? One of the things that it was very interesting on stage was when the woman asked her, "So you already filmed the second season or what?" You know, or was it like you can see that Megan. I didn't send you that clip because I did it. You can see her jaw when it was like put
Yeah,
on the joint. I'll send you that clip
she
because I
says,
did
"Yes, we did. Yeah, we did. We already filmed it." Yeah,
yeah. So, but I mean, do
so
you think she's putting a pressure on now Jose Andres to show up and do it?
well, she's already shot the show, so yeah.
But I think that she's putting pressure. She can shoot one show with Jose Andres. Why would she say his name specifically, especially after the day after that interview came out?
Hmm. Yeah, I think
Did you notice
probably
that? Because the interview came out on the 23rd. She saw it, and then she says, "I'm gonna have Jose Andres on."
yeah, see, that's we know that's what she does. She's done it to the Royals. That's what she does.
That's what she did with Sussex Royal. I want this and this and this and this, and that's what we're gonna do. And then the queen said no.
Right, yeah. Well, hopefully Andreas will say no. He will say
Well, I don't know because he then embraced her a lot. Didn't you see that access thing? The
the
whole
full
interview. I'll send you the
yeah,
full
yeah, yeah,
interview.
no, I saw it.
It is full of praise that she was going everywhere helping. If she was doing that, that she was filming her crew because they went around with the crew.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
So,
wonder if that's the show she's gonna show. Which, if she does, I mean, this woman would be completely unhinged if she does that.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know what I think it is, Pat? I think this is my prediction. I told you that she wasn't with the children, and of course, NT Lawyer Crazy Days and Nights posted that Meghan Markle spent her weekend that she was supposed to be away on spring with the kids and Harry for a well-deserved spring break because all these people, 80 people crew to
Mm,
produce that shit of a show.
mhm. And it was not 80 people. That's just a blatant lie.
How many do you think there were? She said 80.
No. She
You know
she
that looks bad on Netflix. Doesn't that look bad on Netflix?
yeah, I mean, just the lies, and they must be thinking, "Woman, what you talking about? You didn't have 80 people in the kitchen." They had to say that. I'm sure they were thinking that in their heads. I mean, think about it. A director, assistant director, a production assistant, a lighting crew of maybe 2, 3 people, at most 10. That's
No,
I mean,
they had tents outside. They had tents outside. They showed an aerial footage of they had tents everywhere. I guess they probably needed 80 people because she kept getting rid of all of them, you know. So
well, I mean, but just they had tents outside maybe for what? Like what?
protecting her privacy so nobody would see this show was top secret,
Yeah,
Pat.
but this woman didn't have more than 10 people on that set. I know it I'm gonna say for a fact. Okay. I'm gonna just say for a fact. I've been on shoots like that. You don't have 80 people. You don't have 80 people in the kitchen doing that. That's just not true.
And it was such a badly produced show too, Pat, because Delfina shows up with I was just thinking how evil of Megan that Jose Andres says no. And he looks sincere because he's not an actor. So when he's asked he was taken by the bird, he goes, "No, I don't
He's
think
like,
so.
right. He's just
No."
saying, yeah, right.
He's not an actor, because he's been recording with Martha Stewart, yes, chef,
Right.
And, so he was taken aback by the question. It's not like he had to think, "Oh my God, they caught me," or "What do they know?" No, it looked
Right.
genuine.
His reaction was very genuine. Yes, yes. So
This is why I could never be an actress. You would catch me so quickly. I mean, first I lose my temper. Secondly, I laugh. Or
yeah,
like I
yeah.
like in my face is all my eyes always give me away. So it's like, don't, don't. So. But
Yeah.
I want to say thank you guys for coming and joining us. We're going to be talking. I didn't want to talk very much about the pants. That thing about the Clinton Foundation and the phone thing, I'm not going to do. I don't think we should talk about it because that is just a way for exploiting parents.
Who've
Death,
lost their
eh,
children.
yes, which we know they posted 50 phones. And what they're trying to do is censor media.
Mm.
people like us.
Yeah. Trying to censor us. And I think it's disgusting when you look at their promo video for that. It's all Harry and Meghan hugging the parents of these children who lost their lives, and that's so disgusting. Why don't you just highlight the parents? Why do you have to be in a video like that? Why do you need to be a part of it? It's enough that you are behind it and the work. You don't need to be in the promo video
It's
hugging
already up on
people.
their website. Don't you know that?
I know, and it's disgusting. Just like Megan showing up at Uvalde, having pictures of herself taken at the memorial site of these children. It is so, this is why, to the answer of Gwyneth Paltrow, you need to do your homework. I'm sorry, if people cannot understand why Megan gets all the
And
negativity.
what's the worst part is that Megan does things through third parties. She attacks people through third parties. That this is a because whatever you say
Yeah,
about Gwyneth Paltrow, she's close to her family. It should be a red flag that this woman has no family around. Because if you
exactly.
inverted the roles of them, how she separated Harry from his entire family, she wouldn't be saying the same thing.
Right. It's like, understand that people are not just hating to do, or not even just being critical of her for no reason. There are people that do actually hate her. But I'm thinking, to the people that speak about this the way we do, I think critically, constructively about the very detailed, intricate things that happen with her, the people that say these things are saying something because there is something there to say. There is something there that you would relate to if you would just understand, sit and listen to what it is that we're saying. Look at what she's done to the families of Uvalde, the children that have lost their lives with this social media, which not of it was all social media. I mean, some of these stories were not even involving really social media. But it's like the gaslighting, the using of these families, trying to highlight yourself as somebody that is caring and compassionate, using these families to brand yourself
Look at
as
all the kids have. Look
caring.
at all the cameras she has there with.
Yes, this is what we're talking about. Like, understand why people are so critical of Megan, because of the things that she's doing, things that you yourself would not think is okay if she did it to your own family.
Oh, for example, she has a son. Can you imagine if her son married somebody like Megan and isolated her son from her and her husband and the entire family? I wonder if she would have the
Same
same
feeling.
outlook on Meghan Markle.
Right. Think about Prince William, the future king, who's lost his brother and Catherine. They had such a great relationship with Harry. Meghan is the reason why Harry is separated from his loved ones, his family. So it's like, I just think it's, people want to always stick to somebody or be confused by stuff because they just don't want to see how it really is. Really look and understand what this woman has done, so you can have a real opinion about her that is at least logical to what she's done,
Informed.
or be informed by the things that she's done to understand why people are so critical of her, because she's done a lot of not nice
But
things.
at this point, she should know. So
She
and
should.
you know what really makes me angry, Pat, that they make it sound like we're hating on this woman, this poor woman. All she wants to do is make jam. That's not true. This woman told the world that she was a huge humanitarian. When she did the Vanity Fair thing, she was the first time that she told the Vanity Fair that she was going to marry Harry, even before he proposed to her. But that's how
Hmm.
she got herself in the Vanity Fair cover. She said, "Oh, why are you talking about my acting? I'm a humanitarian."
Yes, trying to sell that to everybody, to be the reason why they connected, like she said in the interview. Oh, I think that's why we connected. Yeah,
That's,
remember when she said that in the interview?
that's
Like,
what got him date too.
that's what who did?
She said that's what got him date too.
Oh, that's what got him day two, right? That's what she
Yeah.
said. Because she knew that's what she had to sell. Using the underprivileged people, children, to get a date with a prince. This woman is not a
It is
good
so,
person.
like,
She's
and
not.
that, and the disrespect to other cultures, Pat, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people don't
And
understand.
you know what? Let me say this is what I wanted to say. When Megan said, where was it? She said, people want to see women look like them, that look like them in these high places. Like Megan was the one that these black children could relate to, looking at her white looking butt. Right? No, you look like a white woman. I'm sorry. Black children are not looking at you and thinking they're relating, that you're the person that looks like them. Did
No,
you
not at
know what
all.
I'm saying? It's like you
No.
don't it's like wear your hair, put some braids in your hair, woman. Wear
Oh
it
God, no.
curly. Do
Not
something
even
to look
curly.
at.
Not even curly, Pat.
Exactly. Go tan yourself. Go do something to look like an ethnic woman. Don't try to tell people that they're looking at a black woman when you clearly look like a white
That's what I wanted
woman.
to ask you about. That's what I wanted to ask you about. That
Yeah.
woman on stage, that CEO, that crazy chick, the CEO. Why didn't she ask her about her ethnicity? Because Megan, it looked like somebody dipped her in like black bronzer.
Yes. Now there she was looking like she
I
wanted to
mean,
be black.
oh my
Yes.
God. Oh my
Yes.
God. I mean, this woman was bronzed and she's listening to us because even the partition was bronzed.
Oh, was it? Was it?
I wanted to tell you because, we
You
criticized her
know
for that.
what? I'm not gonna give this woman credit until she show up with some curls. Okay,
With her
show up
fro.
with put an afro on.
How can Harry
Yeah,
say that Lily has her mother's hair when Meghan Markle had a fro?
right. This woman, no, you just trying to look like a tanned white woman. I'm sorry. You can't try to look ethnic. Try wear your hair. I mean, I just bothered me when she said that. I can't remember where she said that.
When she said what?
When she said, children want to show up. They want to see someone that looks like them. They want to
Oh
be
no,
able.
it's in South Africa. She said that in South Africa.
Was that in South
And
Africa?
she was
Okay.
surrounded. I look just like you.
Yeah.
She's standing
I'm
on a
like,
rock.
I mean, I was
Oh,
looking
God,
like for real, Megan,
she's
for
standing on
real.
a rock in South Africa. So when
Like these are black people, like black people from Africa. You're going to say they want to see someone that looks like you? I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just so wrong. That's not even, and I can't imagine that they were like looking at Megan and going, yeah, yeah, like Megan, we want to look like you. But no, that's, that's, what is that? That's like really trying to say people are idiots.
this is like an Aryan Norwegian coming to Latin America and going to an indigenous area and saying, "I'm just like you. I'm glad that I'm like you because you can relate to me because I look like you. You can look at me and think I'm like
Right.
you because we look alike." It's like, no. I
No.
mean, but this woman never asked her anything about her ethnicity. And before we go, how about the Muslim coalition place?
Oh, well, yeah.
The lady it was very interesting. She gave an interview to Matter of Fact, which is a huge pro Megan
Mm-hmm.
thing. And she said that she received the letter almost at the same time that it was released in the newspapers.
Okay. So they
So
weren't
she found out
notified.
she received the letter like 4 or 5 minutes prior to being released to the news.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, hey, that's the kind of, hey, you're gonna get burned. You mess with someone like Megan and Harry.
I'm surprised she gave an interview to them and not like proper news outlets, or
Yeah, yeah,
because basically that's the same thing that Harry did Dr. Chandauka from Vale that she found
yeah,
out. She didn't say
yeah,
anything.
exactly. She found out the same way. That's similar. So that's to uh everyone about the Harry Meghan getting rid of the funding for this um Muslim women's group, right? They
Coalition.
coalition. They
And not
yeah.
only that, I've emailed her and I've asked her for an interview. Let's see what happens. But the problem is, guys, that they have the address in their website. Meghan Markle Sussex Squad. I think it was with Danger Zone that somebody burnt down her house and it is believed to be part of the Sussex Squad. These people are deranged. And in
Mhm.
their charities and places, they have children, they have staff, they have refugees,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know, and any idiot of the Sussex squad, they've been able to travel with them to Nigeria. We've seen that black woman that Harry got picture and the one that was in court, you know, that
Yeah.
she managed. These people have money. Nigeria, Colombia,
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Well, they got to bring their fans with them because there's none there in those countries. I mean, they have to fly their fans around with them.
Exactly. Exactly, Pat. Look at that. No one treated me like a black woman until.
Mhm. That's exactly right.
And
She
Pat,
says that.
I am gonna send you an interview of a group of highly educated black people, and they're
Mm.
talking about how Meghan Markle does not represent them, especially this lady. She goes, "How can she be represented? I feel offended that now they're saying that she represents me." When
Mm-mm.
this woman doesn't even Don Lemon, but this is a very interesting because it was like a foreign group and it's a very popular podcast that they
Okay.
talk about black issues, you know.
I would like to
And
see
this
it.
very beautiful black woman, she goes, "This woman has rejected everything that has to do with her culture."
Yeah, that's exactly right. How can she say that she's relatable to other black people? It's laughable.
But look at this thing that really bothers me. Look at all the scandals. We have the Mel Elliott from Pearl that came out. Big
Mhm.
scandal, nothing happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
The big scandal with the Muslim coalition thing,
Nothing
nothing
happens.
happens.
Nothing. Hey,
The big
it's coming.
scandal with the soup that she's working with this shady thing and that she doesn't have the product. Oh my God, I'm so proud. It's sold in 45 minutes. And I'll tell you why. I found out why.
Why did it sell out?
Do you remember that she had uh, on her, even now, she
Mm.
says, sign up for a waiting list.
Yeah.
So a lot of her Sussex squad signed up.
Okay.
So for to get the products. So most of the people who got it were the people who had already signed up with the emails and stuff like that and a waiting list.
She had already mailed it out to them?
No, she already had them as customers, so she knew who she was going to mail it to because most of them were her Sussex squad.
Yeah, well, wouldn't they have had to order it online though to get it?
Yeah, yeah, but she already has them. She says if you for the products, you can. Well, I don't want to go to
Well,
her,
because I did put my information in there. I put some
but they
information
know
in.
who you are, Pat.
I don't care.
But they're not gonna know. But they're not gonna send you some shitty thing. And you know what Jose Andres said that her jam was delicious. Her jam is horrible. It's not even jam. It's a spread. It's liquidy soup.
Jam soup.
It's a soup. Well, she even had to admit it's a spread because she can use this not jam. But I mean, Jose Andres is paid and bought. Trump fired him. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, I don't even know why he's working with Prince William as an ambassador.
Mhm.
There,
Yeah, yeah.
it's I don't know. I think there have to be some ties cut there. But anyways, but we'll see you next Saturday. Do you have a video coming up, Pat?
Today, no, I do not. Not today, but tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will
No
put
video
one up.
coming up. And by the way, go donate to Pat's charity. You're gonna see the link in both of our videos. And for our beauty products, I have a link in my
Oh,
description. How are they,
I'm
Pat?
trying. I'm trying. I'm loving the beauty products. I'm gonna wait and do a review after I've been trying it for
Oh my
2
God, no.
weeks.
For me, Pat, is this. See
Yeah.
how difference? Remember this was
Looks
down to
not.
here? No,
Yeah.
oh, I'll show you, Pat. I'll send you the video
Okay.
about 2 months. And I hated doing this because it was so down.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I said this, I was talking to I will leave the link in the video description, guys. It's in the video description already, but I will leave it in the comments so you can get your discount. I have a link there. But I said to her today, I am so happy. Now I don't mind turning. I know I have a little bit, but not like it was before. And I haven't
Yeah.
lost weight or anything. It's 60% up and I've only been using it like for like a month and a half. And
Yeah.
my
I'm
wrinkles,
enjoying it.
did you get
Mhm.
the Botox one?
The Botox one. Oh, wow. Look at your skin looks really
I
good.
know. I'm sorry about the redness is lupus, guys. Okay. I had like a couple spots here.
Uh-huh.
Like, gone,
Wow.
gone.
Wow. Yeah, it's a really good quality products. I'm telling you. When I put them on, you can feel it working. I mean, it's really good. But I'll wait for my review. I'm still testing it out.
Okay, I'll show you guys which one we're talking about here, guys. Tina is this one right here. I'll show it to you guys. It's Canadian. The woman is a Canadian lady. She has her factory in Canada. She is a female founder, you know. Um,
Mhm.
and it's this is the one that I have is the Botox one. I think I have all of some of these. I have
Yeah, I
like four,
have all of them. Yeah.
but this one I am in love. I am in love. I am in love, and they're
What's the
not
bottle?
expensive.
What's the bottle look like for that one?
For this one, it's a white bottle.
Let me see.
It's like here shop. It's the one eye care. It's the eye care fine lines and wrinkles. No, fine lines and wrinkles. The eye care. Let me see eye care. Is I'll tell you which one it is. I have this one. This is the one that I have, and it's only $32, guys.
Okay, I don't think I have that one.
See, I kid you not.
Mhm.
But only apply it. It's like don't put it. I feel tempted to put it all over the face because I wanted to lift everything. But I know I can't do that. I shouldn't do that. I just put it around my eyes and my forehead because I used to have two lines here like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, it is terrible. But no, thank you very much, guys. And she is a female founder. That lady is her name is Manuela. She has her own factory,
Mhm.
certified 9,000, approved by all the authorities in Canada. She's a chemical engineer, her and her husband from Toronto University. She's amazing. And I
Yeah,
mean,
very nice lady. Very
yeah.
nice.
So do your
Yeah.
review. I'm loving it. Even
Yeah.
my son's going to do a testimonial because he got some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Okay. So
and then
yes, okay, yeah. So
we'll
I'll
see
have
you
a
next time.
video out tomorrow. Thank you,
What's it going to be
everybody.
about? Can you give us a hint what's going to be about?
I'm still researching. I'm not sure yet what it's going to be about.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. I'll
We'll
give
talk
you.
about it later. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye,
And don't forget to donate to Pat's charity, please.
Thank you, and thank you to my super chat friend
Sure.
Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Love
Bye
you
bye.
guys. Bye. Bye.